Good morning, everybody. Hello, happy Sunday. I hope you are all great and ready to get going here. I've got lots of things to share with you this morning, and I've got a fun layout to do, and I hope that some of you are going to get creative with me and pull out the embossing and do a little heat embossing with me. Even if you don't like doing it and you've never done it, or you've never done it before, but you have the supplies, that's a great thing today as well. I did do a little bit of this on one of our Wednesday card classes recently, but I'm going to do a little bit again because I want to show you how you can do a really fun base for your layout. So we're going to work on that today. Good morning, Carrie from snowy, cold Calgary. Hi, Gail. Hi, Carolyn. Yeah, you know what? I know that the weather's so cold out there. Our daughter obviously lives out there and she's back right now. Oh, hey, Tanya. Good morning, Mom. And it is cold. I know. We've been talking about it. The horses are cold. Well, I shouldn't say that. One of them is super, super warm. The baby's just figured out she's got a really nice coat that she started to grow. Her mama, who is a show horse, but we just took off to have the baby, she's got a really nice winter coat, but she's done. She's cold. She's done with being a mom. It's time to wean her. This morning she was giving Emma all of the signs, all of the behaviors. So I think we'll find out that mare is weaned, or the baby's weaned from the mare really quick. So yeah, so we've been talking about the temperature. I mean, it was -20 the other day, which, I mean, that's a pretty cold temperature during the day. So they are definitely seeing winter weather. So I hope you stay warm, Carrie. Pull out your warm jackets and your scarves. Good morning. Hey, Janine. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Shar, Rebecca, Heather. Hi, everyone. So nice to see you. I've got, like I was just saying, I've got a really fun layout that I hope that those of you that have got embossed, like heat emboss gun and embossing powder, I hope that you pull that out this morning. I hope that you do give this a shot. But if this is something that you don't have the tools for this, or you haven't decided if this is something you want to try, watch today and then you can decide. Good morning. Oh, hey, Adele. And if you don't, but you have stamps, but you just don't have the heat embossing, you can also do this with stamps as well. And then I did say you could do it with the same sticker. So if you had multiple of the same sticker, you could also do this. I'm going to show you this layout here in a quick minute. Oh, good morning, Linda. Oh, good. I'm glad you love heat embossing, Carrie. Yeah, it's just kind of a fun way to do a little bit of a different take on your cardstock base. We're still adding all the fun pattern papers and washi tape and stickers and die cuts. But I really wanted to just show you something a little bit different that you can do with your base, especially with Christmas coming up, right? There's lots of opportunities to be doing fun gifts and things, and heat embossing is a really fun way to do it. Yeah. Oh, Carla. Yes. Well, you are an embossing queen. Gosh, I'm probably going to look like a baby compared to all the embossing that you do on your fabulous cards. The voice and screen are out of sync. I do not have a clue how to fix that, to be honest with you. I wouldn't know in a million years what to say to that. I know that there's a delay between this app and the screen, and maybe that is what you're seeing, Antoinette. Hopefully it falls back in line, or hopefully you can, I don't know what to say to that. I'm sorry. Hey, Allison. Hey, how are you? Oh, Michelle, you're supposed to get plus temperatures for the next 2 weeks. Well, that's incredible. And I'm really thankful because I do worry about the horses. I think Emma, honestly, you guys, is probably getting tired of me texting her. I'm like, are the girls okay? Because it's all our mares that are out right now. I'm like, are the girls okay? Are you sure? Does anybody need a blanket? Like, maybe we should bring them in. Maybe we should do, and she's always saying, Mom, they're fine. But I do worry about it. So good. I'm glad we're going to get a couple of warmer weeks. It's out of sync, way out. I don't know what to tell you, girls. I'm here. You know what? Let's I'm going to switch over to the overhead so you can see the layout that we're working on today. And maybe it'll come back into sync. Who knows? I will say though that I know we're struggling with our internet here, and that sounds so stupid, but we just are. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's not going to matter with the overhead because you're not seeing my mouth move with the words, right? But I know you can see the overhead view now. So now you're seeing the layout, and This is the layout that I created for you girls. So you can see all my gold embossing on here, and for all the snowflakes, and then just kind of how I coordinated it in with the my thickers for my title. Lori, oh my gosh, you know what? The fact that you said that is really funny, because I was going to talk about that a little bit this morning. You thought that you'd given your heat embossing and powder gun and powder away. You know what? I really I'm thankful to hear that you didn't give it away, because that was one of the things I was going to talk about today, and just saying how don't get rid of these tools. Like this, look at how this one is a Stampin' Up, and I have had this for, I bet you 10, 12 years, maybe longer. But it works and it's great and it's awesome, and Stampin' Up makes a great heat tool. So like, don't get rid of these things. Even if you just kind of fall out of love with them for a few minutes, just tuck them away, and I promise you'll come back to them at some point. Allison, yes, I know you guys are still doing She Loves Color. I am so excited that I got the chance to spend a little bit of time with you. It was, I will say, sorry for the language, but it was a bit of a shit show on my end on Friday morning. For those of you that don't know I have some ladies from She Loves Color all over the world. There's, because it's virtual this year, that was an amazing event. She Loves Color, for those of you that don't know, is an event. I'm going to come back to me and I'm going to see if we're back in sync or not. She Loves Color is an amazing event that was designed, created, and hosted by Bella Boulevard. So Stephanie of Bella Boulevard and her very, very good friend, No Marie, they created this event. And this is actually the 5th year. And I taught at it. I'm hopeful that I'm back in sync, but I might not be. I'm just going to keep going, girls, because I'm not sure what to do about it, and I don't want to lose you. So I'm just going to keep going. Maybe don't look at my mouth when I'm talking. Sorry if it's out of sync. But anyway, so I taught at She Loves Color last year. It's an amazing event. They do it over 3 days, and there's just tons of workshops and amazing make and takes at night, and all these amazing shopping opportunities. And Stephanie and Neil Marie have done a really, really cool job. So anyway, I was there last year, which I loved being in touch with everybody. And so for those of you that are down at, doing your She Loves Color, hello, thank you for joining me, even just for a minute. Hopefully I'll see you next week when you're not doing that amazing event, and you guys can come in and do a little bit of crafting with me. But anyway, so this year it's virtual. Obviously, everybody's events are virtual, and I was so lucky to be able to sponsor the event. So I sent a bunch of prize packs down and some fun things for the girls, and I got to log on with everybody on Friday morning. Unfortunately, what happened, I was supposed to be doing the same thing. This view, overhead, all my fancy dancy stuff that I've finally figured out. And I went to go live, and it was 7:15 our time, because they're a couple of hours ahead. And I went to go live, and the group kicked me out. And it's a feature where my app needed permission from the admin, but it doesn't tell you until you literally go live. So here I was, dressed, ready. I'd been up for 2 hours. I was totally ready to go. And I went to go live at my time, and I couldn't get in. So I had to do just the overhead view, which was totally fine, and it worked, and it was all good. But so for those of you that are watching me from She Loves Color, thank you for understanding. I am so sorry. This is what you were supposed to get. You're supposed to see me and the project and all of the things. And that was something that was a lesson learned. So I'll know for next time. I was in sync touching the layout, not in this view. Yeah, I'm sorry, girls. I don't know what to say. I honestly, sometimes I think different apps, they're just, I don't know, because I'm on 3 different devices, which is how the app works. I'm not really sure, so I'm sorry if that's really bothering you. It's probably super frustrating. You're using Emerald Creek Snowflake and Studio Katya embossing powder. Yeah, you know what? Oh, and Slimline Scrap Shots Carnival Card Day. That's amazing. Those are great products. Emerald Creek has got some amazing embossing powder. The embossing powder I'm using, actually, so as I was talking about, don't get rid of your products. The embossing powders that I'm using, you can actually see them in these little containers. Again, these are from years ago, and I actually think I got these through Close to My Heart. They did like a swap where they did all these little containers, and you got kind of all the colors. I just pulled out my big embossing box, and I'm using a couple from that today. So these things don't go bad. It's not like embossing powder goes bad, so use it for sure. But, oh, thanks, Mom. You're my mom. You have to say that I look beautiful. You're very sweet. I I'm just trying to catch up on your comments. Oh, yeah. You know what? I think if you've got me on 2 devices, you need to turn the volume off on one. That's for sure. Thanks, Allison. You know what? I really wanted to see everybody on Friday, or you know what I mean? Everybody to see me kind of back and forth, all the things. I was so ready, but you know what? If the girls invite me back again, which I really hope they do, because I just really love being a part of that event. It's such a fun event. We will make sure that we get all of that, the whole permissions for the private group. We'll get that figured out before. So anyway, just a really quick welcome to all of my new ladies from Bella's She Loves Color event. Thank you for finding me here, and I hope that we get to see you more regularly. I was told the other day, that which is really funny, that because of the time difference, apparently I think I hit right in the middle of football down there, so that might be a problem. But anyway, hopefully I will get to see all of you ladies kind of Wednesday evenings, Sunday mornings, a little more regularly. So thank you for joining me. So anyway, I had a couple of other things I wanted to show you before we get scrapbooking. I'm just going to grab these couple of things. For those of you that didn't join me on Wednesday evening when I did the Halloween gift bags, I wanted to show you really quick because these are things that I'm selling on my website now. So these are amazing little 4x4x4x4 cube boxes. Okay. So these boxes on there are amazing for gifts. If you like doing really big, like cupcakes or cookies, or, you know, like big embellished, like all the decorated with all of the big tall icing. I know Allison, my girls down in the States, they have an amazing cupcake shop that has, you get more icing than cupcake. Anyway, if you like doing those things like that, this is a great box for that. You can fit a dozen cookies in here. Great for little gifts. And I just embellished these up. These are on the website now. I've got these available. So if you're looking for, we're going into gift giving season, right? So if you're looking for things that you want to embellish and decorate up for your gifts, these are great options. So these boxes are probably one of my favorites. Another box I love is this gable box, and these are on the website as well. And then I just embellished it with some 4x6 journal cards. So I'm still using all of my scrapbooking leftovers, all the bits from my layouts, but I'm just using them to embellish some gift giving ideas. Technology doesn't surprise me anymore either, Lindsay. Yeah, I know. You just never know what you're going to get. But anyway, so these gable boxes are amazing. Again, dozen cookies, couple of really, really well decorated cupcakes, or gifts, just gifts as well. So those are on the website. Packs of the white paper lunch bags. So I embossed on these and added a few leftover stickers. These are really great. Again, same thing. Fold them over, punch holes, tie ribbon, all the fun things. So these bags are on the website as well. So I just wanted to show you those really quickly in case you hadn't seen them. I'm just going to set those aside. Give me 2 seconds. But those are all on the website under extras. So if you want to find those, they're sold in packs on the website. I've tried to keep the price super reasonable. I buy them in bulk, so I get them in large amounts, and I've put them together in kind of little packages, 5, 10, things like that. So if you're wanting some of those for some gift giving ideas, those are really great options. So those are on the website under extras. And then I have a couple things behind me that I wanted to show you. These are kind of like the forgotten things. I think sometimes people don't think that these are things that I will sell, but I have a couple of things that I've got a few left. I'm just going to grab them. These letter boards, these are amazing. So I know people are looking for gifts this time of year. This is a really great option for a gift. Again, these are under extras on the website. So this is a great one. It's got space for a framed picture, and then it comes with the letters. So you've got all the letters. And then you can put a little message in here. I had somebody buy this recently for university. She was graduated and going to university. And so this was sent with her for her dorm room. So that's a really cute one. And then I have this one here. This one is like the shelf, a little shelving unit. So this one you put up on the wall. And then you can put the letters on the wall, which I think would be really cute in the kitchen. So anyway, I've got, I think, 1 or 2 left of those. So if you're looking for that kind of a gift. And then this is just another tool that I think, again, I don't sell a lot of tools, but I do have a couple of these. If you're looking for a new trimmer, but you want kind of more, something that's going to do dual purpose, this is the Works all-in-one tool from We Are Member Keepers. So this is on the website as well. If you are looking for a new trimmer, this is a really cool one to consider just because it does so many different things. So you can do all kinds of embossing, and you can make envelopes and tags, banners, which again, coming into the holiday season, you could have done this for Halloween, but you can do it for if you're American and Thanksgiving, and also for Christmas. You can make your own banners, tassels, the wool pom-poms, which I love, and I'm going to actually be showing you guys a project that I'm doing for Christmas with those coming up. A bow tire section, so you can do little bows, like a little bow making. So this is a really, really cool tool. If you are looking for a new trimmer and you want something that's going to do a few other things for you, this is a really good one to think about. So just some things that I don't know if maybe everybody knew that I had on the website. If you don't kind of get out of the kit and alphabet section, which is kind of my number one. So if you love buying the thickers and you love buying the kits, I do have some other things on the website too. So those are there if you are thinking of gifts or making some of your gift giving decor, things like that, your boxes. Really quickly, I also just want to show you guys again. This is what I did. Remember how we did this one? We did this layout here with all of these layers and then the scrap sheets. Well, this was the little demo that I did for the girls for She Loves Color. So I did the same layout based on that sketch and the scrap sheet, but I did it with the Cooper collection. So I think I've only got 2 or 3 left of these kits, the Bella Boulevard Cooper. But I did it with this, which I thought was so cute. So I did put that up on the website for you girls. But I wanted to talk briefly about the scrap sheets because we are working on getting these to PDF. We've actually had a few people, I shouldn't say working on it, it's not like it's a huge deal. It's just not something that I had ever considered. So for those of you that have been asking about PDFs so that it's easier for you to print off, I know lots of you are keeping them, which is amazing. So yes, you can use it like the scoreboard. There's a scoring section on there. It's not obviously as big. The base isn't as big, but Lisa, yes, you can. Yeah. Oh yeah, Shar, I'm going to do Christmas ideas of the bags and boxes. You betcha. That's coming up, in November. Yeah, the letter boards are awesome. Hey, so much fun. So yes, I am definitely going to be doing projects with those there. Don't worry about that. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. But these sheets here, so these scrap sheets is what I call them. So that's where you get the sketch that we posted on Friday, the layout that I did for you for the Sunday, the supplies required, and the instructions. So we're going to start putting these in a PDF form so that you can print these off and keep them in your book and use them if you don't have a chance to kind of scrapbook along with me or things like that. Again, these are... they're for your use. They're not for teaching. If anyone is wanting to teach a class with our things, just let us know and we'll definitely make that work for you as well. These ones here, these are just for your personal use. We're doing these every week as kind of a free class to you. But if you do want to use our sketches for classes that you're teaching wherever you are, you just let us know and we'd be happy to work on that for you. Okay, that is it. I think that was all I had for you. I wanted to show you those things. Now let's get embossing because it does take a little bit of time and it is a little bit finicky, but it is super fun. Okay. Yes, Tanya, PDFs. Yeah, no, for sure. It'll make things. And like I said, it never occurred to me, girls. It's not even that it was like, oh, I'm not doing that. I literally didn't even think about it. I was like, oh yeah, no, we've made up these sheets. And initially they started out being more of something for me. I wanted to kind of have everything that I'd done. And then people started saying, oh, can you make a PDF of this? So it never occurred to me. So it is coming. I don't know if we're doing it for this one today, but then I think once we get caught up, I'll probably go back and we'll make them all PDFs. I think. I'm not totally sure how we're working on that. I have to talk to the girls and figure out what we're doing, but we will figure that out. So, let's get scrapbooking, okay? I'm going to switch this over. Then you don't have to watch my mouth move out of sync with what you're hearing. So I'm really sorry. I am going to have a quick little drink. Scott made me a Caesar this morning, and it is good. Calling himself the Caesar King now, which I think is kind of funny, but I also agree because he's doing a really good job on it. Okay, here we go. Yes, you can only watch on Sunday and then you go watch the video later. For sure, Rebecca. Yeah, absolutely. No, I totally agree. Like I said, I don't know why we didn't think of it before, but you guys thought of it for us and asked. So thank you. Ask. Please just ask, because sometimes it's literally that I haven't even thought about it. Okay. So I'm just going to move my chair for 2 seconds and I'm going to stand up because I want to be able to do this standing up while you're seeing it. So like I said, we're going to do this first. We're going to do this heat embossing on this side, and then we're going to come back in and we're going to scrapbook on top of our base. So this is super similar to if you're doing any mixed media, if you like to do paint splatters or any of the ink sprays, anything like that. You're going to do it on your base first, and then you're going to just let it dry, and you're going to go ahead and go back. So do this first. Obviously, when you're heat embossing, it dries immediately, but I do like to just let it sit aside for just a few minutes and just cool off first before I start working with it. That way you're not going to get any smudging or risk ruining what you've just created. And while we're letting that sit, we'll get these pieces ready. Okay, so I'm going to set this one aside just for a second. And I'm going to pull out my white cardstock. So that's what I had said to you. If you can do a lighter colored base when you're doing anything like this, you don't have to. I mean, you can do, obviously, any of the metallics look really great on a black or a dark surface. But when you're doing just stamping and I'm doing a bit of lighter color, I wanted to just work on the white. Oh, Heather, you are incredible. You've turned them all into PDFs already. Oh, that would be fantastic. If you would like to send our scrap sheets to us in PDFs, that's amazing. You are so handy on the computer. Did you want a second job? I know you're really busy with your own company, but let me know if you want a second job. That's incredible. Thank you, Heather. Okay, so I've got my white cardstock base here. So I'm actually going to do two. I think you guys can see that. I've got like this really cutie little tree here, and then I've got a little star, and I'm going to do them in two different colors. So you're going to want to make sure you're doing your one color all at one time, and then you'll come back and do the other color. So I'm going to do my tree first. I am working mostly, I'm not getting crazy as far as measurement, but I'm doing mostly left side. So I'm going left of center, and I'm going to do some stamping first with my Versamark. The cool thing is too, girls, is that if you've got like the Versamark pens, I mean, heat embossing's cool. Like you can do so many fun things. So if you've got the pens, you can write, do your own handwriting. One thing that I'm going to do on a layout coming up, I was thinking, you know how I do all my faux stitching? I'm going to do that, but I'm going to heat emboss it. So I'm going to try it. And if it works and looks cute, I'll let you guys see it. Or maybe I'll let you see it whether it doesn't look cute or not. We'll see how it turns out. So all I'm doing is I'm just taking my ink pad, my Versamark ink pad. This is just the stick for your embossing powder. And I'm just going to get a little bit on there. And I'm just going to start putting my trees wherever I want them. I'm not pressing too hard because you don't want this to slip. Okay. But I'm just going to kind of give myself a little pattern, knowing I want to come back in here with the star after as well. I'm going to get all my little fuzz off of here. So again, remember, there's no mistakes, right? It's just they're happy accidents. You can make it up. Like if you don't like what you've done, you can always fix it after or add more, add a sticker or whatever. So the one thing that you do want to remember as well, though, when you're doing this, I'm just going to move these guys off of here. Sorry, my arm's running all over the place. You don't want to leave this too long before you get your embossing powder on top. Otherwise, your stick's going to dry, right? So you can work on anything. You can just even use like a scrap piece of computer paper. Can you see, I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Can you see where the ink is? I promise, even if you can't see and you're like, oh, how do I tell? You can see when you're doing it. Like I can see it's like shimmery. So I can see where I stamped. I'm super generous. Everybody embosses in a different way. Like I said, Carla she's a card maker extraordinaire. I'm sure she's watching me going, what are you doing? But everybody has their own way. So I've got my embossing powder on here. So see how there's like little bits left over? I'm just going to do like a little flick. I'm going to flip this over. And I'm just going to flick it. And here's the thing. I'm actually going to ask Scott to help me. Scott, there is a little eyeshadow brush that I washed and dried, and it's sitting on our dresser. Could you grab that for me? I'm going to use Scott for a second because one trick that I do, and I washed and dried it for today, and then I left it sitting on the dresser. I'm going to show you one thing that I like to do to get this little, see if it just kind of sticks. It's not that I have embossing powder there, but you can see how it kind of just sticks around the edges of what you've stamped. I like to use a makeup brush, and I had just cleaned mine actually. Don't use one that you use for makeup, because otherwise you're going to wreck your... Oh, Carla, you just wing it. Don't say that. Just go, yeah, sure, no, totally. You do all of that so much more often than I do. But everybody has like their ways and their tips and their tricks. I'm just going to show you kind of something that I do. Thank you, Scott. What am I going to do when he's gone back to work? And Emma's gone and Alex sleeps through my classes. So look, so just like a whatever makeup brush. But I like to just kind of come in and then just brush it off. So you can use your finger, but the thing is that your oils from your fingers sometimes cause issues. So just come in with your clean makeup brush and you can get those little bits off. So there, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to show you how I put that back in 2 seconds. But I do want to get this embossed before my, it's going to be a little bit loud for a second, so I think you can still hear me over. So I hold my heat embossing gun just off to the side. I turn it on and just really let it warm up a little bit. It doesn't take long, just a couple of seconds. And then when I emboss, I come in and always make sure, you want to be close, but not too close. And always make sure that you're moving back and forth. You don't want to burn your paper. So do you see how that went glossy? You guys can see that, I think. I'll hold a little bit closer. So you can see it change. It starts to bubble and get glossy. The thing is that if you hold it too close, you could risk burning your page. And I mean, you will actually see like the burn mark on your page. But also it can warp your page a little bit. And girls, if you... this, and I'll show you after, because I know it's going to do this to this page as well. Don't worry if you get a little bit of bend and fold in your page, because when you're done, you're going to be able to fix that by just laying it down with some cardstock or an album or something over top of it. It will flatten out again. Sorry, so I know that is so loud. But can you see that? See how that just went all glossy? So for those of you that are newbies to embossing, it's just super fun. You've just basically, you're creating your base, right? So it's just an alternate way to do it. You can do it with ink. You can do it with like art crayons. You can do it with paint. You can do it with all kinds of things, but this is another way to do it. Okay, so if you have this tool at home, this is another way to do it. So I'm gonna set this aside for 2 seconds because I just wanna switch out my colors. So I'm gonna just come in, this in here. I'm going to fold this back up and just kind of give it a flick again. Get this in here. That one I'm done with. And then I'm going to bring my gold in. And I'm going to do my stars. So I'm going to come back in here. And then I'm going to do my stars wherever I want those. So I'm just going to kind of come in the negative space where I had my tree. And I'm just going to do some little stars in here. And here's the other thing too, girls. If you want to do like half off, so see, just come in and just have your star kind of half off your page. You can do that, which is super fun. I'm going to come over just a little bit more into the space where I know some of my paper is going to be, but you never know. I might get a really cute little piece of star sticking out from my paper, which would look really nice and fun. I'm going to stick that guy over there. Come in here. I think I'm going to come off my page again, so I'm just going to come under there. And then I'll come down here too. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside, and now I'm going to do gold. So same thing. Am I missing some of you? Sorry. Oh, good morning. Morning, everybody. The powder bags. Oh, yeah, for sure. You know what? I don't even have one of those. Maybe that's something I should add. I think that that's a great idea. Carla, who sells those online? Who can we get those from? Any of the Calgary stores? Who can we support with that product? I haven't, I will be honest, like it's not something, I don't emboss every single day. I know card makers usually do. I just don't consider myself necessarily a card maker predominantly. Scrapbooking is really my thing. But I dabble in my scrapbooking the cards, right? So how fun, right? Look at that little bit of gold in there. So I'm just going to brush my little bits off here, remembering this is just aesthetic. It will come off because the embossing, the heat tool isn't going to, it's not going to, like the embossing powder that we're brushing off right now isn't going to stick to the page because we haven't put, it's not sticking to Versamark, right? It's just little extras that I'm just kind of brushing off. So I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to put this aside. I feel like I'm leaning right in there. And I'm just going to turn this on and I'm going to heat emboss these guys. Isn't that tree stamp so cute? I need to look at, see what set that is, and I'll tell you what it is. Again, stamps. I never get rid of stamps, girls. Like, I know that some people do and you get tired of them or whatever, especially for like, if you're like in stamp clubs or whatever and you only use them a few times and you move them on. Definitely sell them on like the swap places so that other crafters can have a chance to use them for sure. But these kinds of things I keep, especially when they're basic shapes. You are for sure going to use these again, right? Don't get rid of this kind of stuff. Just put it in a little box, and if you're tired of it, stick it away for a little while, and then bring it out and revisit it another time. Okay, there. Just like that. Super quick and easy, hey? That's not hard. So if you're thinking of dabbling in, I'm just brushing that off. If you're thinking of dabbling in some heat embossing, that's how easy it is. It's not hard. And that just gave us a really cute little embossed base. And now we're going to go ahead and go back and we're going to scrapbook it the way that we always do, right? All the local stores have them. You use your powder bag for taking the sticky off the back. Perfect. Oh, yeah, you know what? That's interesting that you bring that up, Heather, taking the sticky off the back of your embellishments to pop them up. Do you know what I use for that? It's really cool to know that that tool does it as well. Because do you use powder? I use baby powder and a blush brush. So in talking about multi-tool use for your makeup brushes, I use a blush brush and baby powder and flip over stickers if I want to make them into die cuts to raise up. So that's, close to your heart has, or close to your heart, close to my heart has them. Awesome. Okay, good. So, and it's called a powder bag. I am going to look for one and I'm going to add it to my next order from wherever I'm ordering from. Awesome. Thanks, girls. That's a really cool, cool tip. And like I said, if you don't have these tools and you don't, you're not sure, you can definitely just use, like I said, your craft mat like I used, or you can also just use a piece of paper and do it that way. Scrap shots can get the Ranger one in. Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. Thanks, Carla. Okay, so there's a couple of shops that can help you with those tools. Like I said, I don't carry some of these things and I'm not interested in carrying them. So definitely you can definitely support your other local scrapbook stores, because we all can definitely use the business, especially in these times for sure. Anti-static. Awesome. Thanks, girls. Okay, so do you see what I mean about a little bit of a bend? I don't know if you can see it there. You can kind of see how a little bit of a warp almost in there. Don't panic. It's fine. Once you're finished your layout, you can put it in your book, put a little bit of weight on top. It'll flatten out, no problem, or just put it in your book and it's going to flatten out over time. So don't worry about that. It's not a huge panic. Okay, so there's our base. Let's get scrapbooking. I have all of the other pieces already pre-cut. While we're letting this sit here like this, you're going to do some cutting. So the first one that you're going to cut is going to be this striped one. You can see this horizontal stripe behind my big picture. Okay, so that piece is 4 by 11, and you're going to border punch the left edge. Okay, 4 by 11. And you're going to border punch the left edge. This is the one that I'm using. I'm actually using, this kit is our vintage North Pole kit, which I have a handful left in the store. But this kit is our Jingle All the Way kit. Okay, so that is all of this product here. So if you haven't started thinking about Christmas or your Christmas product yet, these are two really, really great kits. And I do have a handful left in the store. This is a sheet that I think is so, so sweet. You guys can have, like when we're talking about making all of our gifts, so you can grab some of those boxes and bags. And then with this sheet, you've got all the tags. So they're all pre-printed on the front. And then look at the back. You can go ahead and write on them. So right here, you've got, what did they do? There's 15 tags here. So you don't even have to do anything. You can just literally put a little bit of pattern paper onto your boxes and bags and add your tag with some twine or a piece of ribbon, and people are going to think you're rock stars. So this kit is in the shop right now, and that is what I am using on today's layout. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside and come back to our page here. So 4x11, border punch the left edge. Okay, 4x11 and border punch the left edge. Thank you. Yes, I love these kits. Honestly, these are so beautiful. I actually I made a ton of these. I had a ton of them in the stock, in stock when I first loaded them onto the website. I don't have many left, but they are super, they're super, super cute. So if you think you like them, you just need to grab those. So I went ahead, like I said, I pre-cut, so 4x11, I border punched the left edge, and then I'm going to adhere this one down. You're centered top to bottom. And you're about 2 3/4 inches in from the left. Okay, so about 2 3/4 inches in from the left. So see, that's where when I said about the heat embossing, I kind of went from the center, I went over a little bit, but I knew I wanted this page, you know, I knew I wanted to have the left edge of my page, but this is really fun because now I have these pieces just poking out. It's okay that I've covered a couple of stars and a tree, no big deal. But 2 3/4 inches in is where I put it. That's where I started, and I went top to bottom centered. I am just going to try to find an easy runner, which you think would be a lot simpler than it's clearly turning out to be this morning. I put everything away. I tidied. I cleaned my studio last night. I won't say last night, all day. I was in there. I was in here all day yesterday organizing. But anyway, apparently I can't find any of my adhesive. Okay. So centered top to bottom, and about 2 3/4 inches in. Okay. Looks nice and straight. Stick that one down. Then I'm going to be working out to my right. Okay. Christmas carols. You know what? Actually, Emma, my daughter, she started listening to Christmas carols. It started snowing, obviously, in Calgary like a week ago. And she messaged me one day and she's like, the snow is falling and I have Christmas carols playing. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're so my child. It's so her, so me. I was very proud. Okay, so the next piece we're going to put down is a strip of washi tape, or you can use a pattern paper. So when you're looking at the width, so you're about 1/2 inch, and we're doing this first strip to 11. So it's the same length as this first pattern paper, and you can see it right here on this layout. It's this green one that has all the numbers on it. So you're just doing a strip of washi or a strip of pattern paper. So if you're cutting your pattern paper, this is a little over 1/2 inch for the width of the washi, and it's going by 11. And you're going to adhere that just to the right edge of that first pattern paper. I'm going to go ahead and use this buffalo check, which I think is so cute. So this is one of the washi tapes that comes. You can purchase this washi tape separately. See how pretty is that? You can purchase it separately on the website, and it comes in a set of 3. Or you can purchase it in the add-on kit, the Jingle All the Way add-on kit. Or you can also, no, you can't get it in the kit. I'm lying. You can get it in the add-on kit, or you can buy it separately. That's it. 2 ways. Sorry, I just threw my embossing down on the floor. So I'm okay. I didn't fall. I'm just getting some scissors here. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this one down right to the left edge. I'm going to try to do it without having to lift it back up again. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to do a little cut off the bottom. Just going to have to pick this up for 2 seconds. Okay, so whatever you're using, washi tape, or a strip of paper, whatever you want to use, just get that down and go into the right. So the next strip, again, is another strip of washi tape. This one is by 12. Okay, so this one's top to bottom on your base. And you can use a pattern paper if you want, or you can use the washi, whichever you want to work with. So I'm going to use another strip of washi from that collection. So it comes with the buffalo, it comes with this poinsettia, and it also comes with a really cute car one. Like it's if you're like going and getting your Christmas tree, which I think is really cute. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go long right against my edge. And then I'm just going to wrap this right in behind. So I'm just going to lift it up at my corner here. And I'm just going to go right over and right under. Okay, just like that. So that's where we are so far. Okay, and then the last piece is this one here, this candy cane stripe, which is not what I'm using today. But this, what I did with this is, I'm trying to read the messages. What, Scott, you and Lindsay are having a conversation about, about music. Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious. For those of you that don't know, Lindsay knows our family on Scott's side. She actually went to school with Scott's brother, which was such a cool thing when her and I met through scrapbooking. We did not meet through the brothers. We met through scrapbooking and have just found that out. But anyway, I just kind of caught a glimpse of the conversation that was happening about playlists, and I lost my train of thought. So back to scrapbooking. This strip right here is washi tape, but I did my trick. Remember? Washi tape on cardstock. So washi tape on a strip of cardstock is punchable, right? So you can border punch it. So that's what I did here. So remember, just run a strip of washi on your cardstock and then you can border punch it. It just makes your product go that extra mile. You can use it in different ways. So I did a gold glitter washi tape on a piece of white cardstock and I border punched it. Okay, and then that's going right against the edge here as well. So that is a 12-inch strip. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue that on now. Isn't that buffalo check awesome? That's a really cool set of washi tape. I'll actually grab it. I thought it would be quick, but clearly it's not. Hang on 2 seconds. Oh, here it is. This one. So that's it. Isn't that cute? And it's just like this little red car with a little tree on top. So it's by Simple Stories. So it's the Jingle All the Way. And that's on the website for the set of 3. So fun. That'd be really fun for cards as well. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on this. I'm going to get a pretty decent amount. I mean, when I say decent amount, it's not much, but this is such strong glue. My art glitter glue, which is my new obsession. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to stick this right up against the other one. I'm just going to hang on to that for a second. So remember, strip of washi on cardstock makes it punchable. So you can do anything you want. Once you put that washi on a piece of cardstock, then you can go ahead and you have a whole bunch more uses for it. So I've stuck that one down there. And now we're ready to go on to the last piece of patterned paper. So it's this one right here. So it's this red snowflake piece here. Okay, and this piece is 4 by 8. Okay, 4 by 8. And again, it border punched the left edge. I did the same border punch that I used on the first piece. This is my all-time favorite. I'm sure you're seeing that because I'm using it in multiple projects. But I do love just the little multi-size bumps there. So 4 by 8, border punch the left edge, okay? And then this one, I believe it's 4.5 inches in from the left edge. I'm just gonna give you that. Yeah, it is. So 4.5 inches in from the left edge, and it is centered top to bottom. Okay, 4.5 inches in, centered top to bottom. Right about there is perfect. So, or if you wanted to, you could just go inch-ish from the edge of your first pattern paper. However you want to do it. Just get that stuck down. So I've got it where I want it. I'm just going to put a little adhesive under there. Flip it back up, put a little under there, and done. You do not have to get crazy with your adhesive. Of course, I, as well as every other store, would love to sell tons of adhesive to you. But it is not totally necessary, girls. Like, you do not have to be putting it all the way around the edges, because I'm also putting a photo on top of this too, right? Like, this paper isn't actually going to go anywhere. So don't worry about that. I feel like I'm totally crooked on this piece, and that might just be me, because, you know, I can't have anything crooked. It drives me bananas, and it's the first thing I notice. There, that makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, so there's that one. So then the next thing you're going to do is just put your photo on. I have a photo that I did not print out that I'm going to add to this. I'm not going to add a photo on there today, but I am going to add this guy underneath there, and then I have all of these little bits that I'm going to add. So again, I'll post this on our Take Two Tuesday. So I'm going to use some gold, the gold thickers, the happy thickers. These are the ones that have the foam, the mint colored foam, which is so cute, and that actually comes in the collection kit with this product, with the Jingle All the Way. So if you really like those are in that collection kit. And then super cute little bits. These are actually called bits and pieces. And then all of the enamel dots. So I'm going to finish all this up, and I'll post this on the Take Two Tuesday so that you can see that. This journal card, if you're wondering where this is from our Basics download. So you can go to the website. This is under downloads. This one's called Basics. This is the one I use 9 times out of 10, mostly for this guy. If you've got a big story to tell, this is a great one. And of course, you can print these on any color cardstock that you want. I printed them out on craft recently, and that looked really cool too. So all these little pieces you can cut out. So that's on our website under downloads. You can go check those out. There's lots of downloads on there that you can add to your layouts. So this is just one of the little spots that I had. I'm going to put that on there with my card, and then I'm going to embellish it up. So that, again, really quick and easy, right? How fun, how cute with that embossing. So don't be afraid to dig out your old tools. Just because you used them all those years ago doesn't mean you can't use them again, right? And then this is the one that I already did. So I'll post this one up for you. What size is the green paper? It's 4x8 char, and I border punched the left edge. Yes, the grid mat is the old Making Memory one. Thanks, Heather, for answering that question. I've had this, honestly, Laura, I had this when I had my shop in the house back in 2006. I've had this for forever, but I also have other ones. Another one that I have that's really cool to use, actually, just get them from the sewing store, are the big sewing mats that they cut all of the material on. I'm just going to move my embossing gun so I don't trip on it. And I'm actually going to come back to you so that we can talk and I can actually see you. Or I can't see you. I always say that, but so that you can see me. Okay, here, let's do this. Hi, I'm coming back to you. I know it's delayed, but you'll see me in just 2 seconds. So my mat, like I said, it's the old Making Memories one, but you can get them anywhere. All the craft stores, a lot of the bigger craft stores, like brick and mortar stores, they carry them. And with the sewing stores. So I have a big, huge, like blue one. I think they come in green, gray, all different colors. Oh my gosh, she just dumped gold everywhere. That's okay. A little glitter never hurt anybody. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, Carla, no, there is not a PDF of the sketch at the moment. What we're doing is we're going to put my scrap sheets into PDFs. So remember all of the, I think I moved it all. Our scrap sheets that I post in my Facebook group, we're going to start making PDFs of those for you. So that is coming. Or if you're like Heather Rambo, you just created all the PDFs yourself because she is just so darn handy on a computer that she did all of that already. So they're coming. Yeah, no worries. The measurements, again, it was 4x11 for the first pattern paper. It was 4x8 for the second pattern paper. And then it was your strips of washi or pattern paper, however you wanted to do that. And I will post that as soon as we put that together. It might even be together. I actually don't put them together. I send everything to Trina, who's amazing. And she puts all of my sketches and my texts and everything that I put together, she makes them look all beautiful onto that scrap sheet for you. So PDF, Carolyn, just means you can print it out clearly. So when you see how I've printed mine, so when I post them in the Facebook group, I know that you're not, I didn't realize it at the time, but you're not able to print them out really clearly. It's more like just a picture being posted kind of. So we're going to make it so that you can just download it and you can print it and save it into an album if you like. And again, they are for your personal use. If you are a teacher out there and you want to use any of our sketches, just reach out and I'm totally happy to make that work for you. Okay. So these ones are just for your personal use. Oh, good. Lindy, you've always printed them out. That's amazing. I know. Yeah. Best way to collect them all for sure. That's great. I'm glad that, that you guys are making it work for yourself for sure. Sorry if I've missed some of your comments. I promise I'll go back. Did everybody get all the measurements? I just want to make sure that you got the measurements. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss them. Awesome. Oh, good. Yes. Okay. I think I got you all. I think I answered all your questions. So, perfect. Okay, good. I don't think I missed anybody. Oh, perfect. Okay, so Lindsay copies the sketch from Facebook, pastes it into Word or Pages, do the copy paste, supply list underneath. You've been printing them. Awesome. Yeah, I think lots of you have just been making it work. I just know, like I said, I've been getting lots of messages asking. So, yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it for you. So, lots of fun things in the works. All kinds of things coming up. As always, Wednesday evenings they're getting so fun with Christmas coming. Of course, I think they've always been fun, but you guys know me with Christmas, right? It's my thing. So I get more excited as we do more Christmas. No one else seemed to agree with you, Kendra. Yeah, I think it's just depending on how you're copying, pasting them for sure, how you're printing them off. So it's all good. Yeah, you might maybe need to put some glasses on, right? We're all getting old. I can't see anything without my glasses. That's why I wear glasses all the time. I shouldn't say I can't see anything. I can see lots of things, but I can't see things close up. So whenever I'm crafting, I have glasses on. But yeah, so anyway, again, go into the extras section. Don't forget about the extras section on my website. It's got lots of fun extras, all different little things that you might find that you're wanting, especially with gift giving season coming up. So make sure you check those out. And again, I want to touch really quickly on my class coming up November 22nd. So November 22nd, I'm doing a 2+2+2 workshop. So it's 2 doubles, 2 singles, and 2 cards. Okay. So there's something for everybody in there. Make sure you register for that. It is filling up. I'm not putting a cap on it because it's online. I won't cap until we get to 100, which is the limit that I have on my Zoom classroom right now. So we're not anywhere close to 100. I would love to have 100 ladies. That'd be amazing. So again, for those of you that hadn't heard about it or hadn't looked into it yet, 2+2+2, it's November 22nd. We're going to start at 10 a.m. I put 10 till 2 because I'm not quite sure how long we're going to take. We might be less, we might be more. I don't think we'll be more, but we might be less time. And it's only $30, so it's not very much for all of the layouts that you're getting. You're going to get 2 doubles, 2 singles, 2 cards. And the cards that I'm going to make, I'm making them so that you can duplicate them quickly for Christmas cards. So if you aren't somebody that's joining me on Wednesdays and kind of building up your stash as we get to the Christmas time of sending out your cards, that class, I'm going to make them so that they're easy to replicate quickly. So if you wanted to cut out, say, 10 of each card at a time and put them all together, you can kind of get all your Christmas cards done. Not in class, but based off of those 2 designs. Okay. So November 22nd, it's online now under workshops, $30 for that class. So call the girls, tell the girls, all of my US friends, everyone down in the States, you can take this. I've already been getting lots of registrations from the States. So this is a great class for you to participate in as well. So yeah, just meet me online Wednesday at 7 p.m. PST. If you like what I'm doing, like, comment, share, talk it up, tell everybody. All of those things help small businesses. So I know I talk about this quite a bit, and I'm going to just keep asking for the help with that, because with everybody being virtual and everything online right now, that is just how we kind of get our name out there and are able to make our businesses continue on. So definitely small business love. If you can like, share, comment, those are all things that really really help us. And if you really love what I'm doing, I love the recommendations on Facebook. That's also super helpful as well. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. It was always fun. Absolutely. I'm sorry that my voice and my lips moving are not making sense at the moment. I don't know why. Hopefully Wednesday will be different. But I will see you at 7 p.m. PST on Wednesday. I actually haven't decided what I'm doing. I've got a couple of ideas. So I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm sure it'll be fun. So 7 p.m. on Wednesday. And then again, we'll see you next Sunday. Okay? So thank you all again. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you all on Wednesday. Okay? Bye.